Earlier this week, from when you guys are listening to it, there was confirmation that James Gunn's Superman film, which was, a success for DC. It got the DC universe off the ground from a feature film standpoint, at least, and is already leading into Man of Tomorrow, which we know is going to be a Superman and Lex Luthor type team up, is going to inspire a television show or an HBO Max series for streaming that is going to be based on the Jimmy Olsen character. Major characters like Batman and Wonder Woman are sidelined, for the time being, while James Gunn continues to exercise his characters and his toys. Sierra and I thought it'd be kind of fun to put a few pitches together of things, really weird things that we'd like to see it happen in the DC universe. And to give them an idea of how bizarre this is going to get, Sierra, I'd love for you to go first. What's a dream project? You're sitting across from James Gunn and Peter Safran, and they have a blank check, and they're telling you, here's the story that you're going to go tell. What would you like to do?
Oh, the question of what's my weirdest DC spinoff. I'm a big Survivor fan. I love Survivor is one of those like really incredible. I'm not a big reality TV show person. I will watch the hell out of. I'm slowly making my way through almost 50 seasons. We're coming up on an anniversary, and one of the greatest, famously one of the greatest. I know, because they do two seasons a year. Famously, one of the greatest seasons of Survivor is heroes versus villains. And so I fully just want Survivor, but with a tribe of DC heroes and a tribe of DC villains. And only one will be the sole survivor and walk away with $1 million given to them by a jury of their peers, which is, as anyone who has not seen Survivor, the jury of your peers is the people you voted off. And so you have to win the respect of both the heroes and the villains in order to win.
I kind of love that. It's not too bad. It might be a little bit what Peacemaker Season 2 set up with this prison in an alternate universe. If we dump a lot of metahumans into that realm, you could get a face-off where it's heroes versus villains on an island. All right, I'm going to go with my most serious then. And mine is I like those. I'm a sucker for cooking shows. And I love to just kind of watch people go into kitchens, chop up different stuff, prepare meals. And I would watch a show that followed. So we got an Alfred Pennyworth show that got into his origin stories as a super spy. I don't care about that. I want Alfred who's tending to Wayne Manor in the times when Bruce is out of the house. Like when Bruce is off on adventures, what does Alfred do to keep himself busy? I want Alfred in the kitchen. I want to see Alfred going through old family recipes, exploring the Wayne mythology through Alfred's take in the kitchen. Maybe it's boring, but I love the mundane. And,
Is it Martha Stewart, but with Alfred as Martha Stewart?
More Paula Deen, maybe like a Paula Deen type thing.
Okay.
Or it would be more sophisticated like that. Who is the, what is her name?
Barefoot Contessa.
Thank you very much. Yes, that's exactly what I was going for, where there's a modicum of grace, to this. And then like you're invested in an Alfred episode and then gets disrupted because he's got to go help Master Wayne, patch up some sutures, to a wound in his shoulder. And then he's like, oh, we'll come right back to the roast, and then and they come back and they finish up a dish. But that's me selfishly wanting Alfred to do cool stuff around the kitchen.
Okay, my next one is actually I think this might be a genuine pitch. I was like, I started as a joke, but now I'm sort of like, this actually would be good. So Zatara, Zatanna's father. So for those of you who don't know, the magician, sorceress of the DC universe, who was trained by her father, and he's succumbing to dementia, which means that his magic is going haywire, causing ripples in the fabric of reality, and before disappearing completely. Mm-hmm. And so with the help of Mr. Mxyzptlk, Zatara must track him down and undo the changes that he's made to our world.
That's pretty sick.
And I don't mean like timeline stuff. I mean like weird stuff, like we're suddenly like a duck is the Pope. Just like weird shit like that.
That is kind of bizarre. We love to do shows where they show you the ending first and then we kind of backpedal to figure out like how do we get to that point. I would like a Dick Grayson show focused heavily on the family as they enter the circus, where at the end of 5 seasons, it's going to be his parents dying and Bruce adopting him. It's almost Gotham, right? Where Gotham led to the origin of Batman, but it's Robin's story. And you get super invested in a Stephen King-esque way in the kid, right? Like there's other kids in the circus. There's evils that they have to sort of confront, but you get invested in the Grayson family. And again, like there's this inevitability of his fate. Like you're going to get to a point where the Graysons are going to die, but it's like we wait for 5 seasons to see how it happens. I kind of want to see like a serious show dedicated to that.
5 seasons.
Well, I'm ballparking here, like Breaking Bad was 5 seasons and we watch Walter White transition significantly. What if Dick transitions significantly for 5 seasons?
And if, hey, it's a traveling circus, you can go to Star City. You can stop by Smallville and your classic like small town circus comes. I got you. I'm seeing the vision.
So many things you could do with this.
So, okay, I think my next one is Cyborg goes back to college on a technicality to reclaim his football scholarship. And there's no rules against people with prosthetics like Air Bud style. There's no rules against somebody with prosthetics playing in the league. And so he must earn his team's trust and modulate his skills in order.
This is like a Friday Night Lights type thing?
Yeah, sure. It could be gritty like Friday Night Lights. It could also be just like super squeaky clean like that arc in Smallville where Clark was, like, I want to play football, and Jonathan was like, you have superpowers, you're gonna break someone's neck.
Right.
Could be one or the other. Whatever they're vibing with. Whatever, hey, Saffron, Gunn, whatever you want, man.
You know what I envision in that show? I envision another kid on the other team, the rival team, who puts himself through like severe body transformations to try to keep up with Victor, right? And it becomes a Jekyll and Hyde, battle on the football field.
Monsteroid rage.
I kind of love this. Yeah, I kind of dig this.
Okay. All right. Well, my my number is very accessible. So DC, if you want to call me up, I got.
I'm not. Your phone might be ringing pretty soon. All right. I have one more really super goofy pitch, which I've kept.
Yeah.
And again, we've almost proven over the years that anything could become a TV show, right? Like, and there's no like. There have been some far-fetched pitches where we're like, really? We're following that character, for a whole thing. There's a character from the Batman mythology, the movies specifically, that I want to know their backstory. I don't care how long it takes to get into their backstory. But if you remember in Batman and Robin, when Mr. Freeze broke into the vaults early on in the movie and was trying to escape with the diamond, he had henchmen that knew how to ice skate. Right. And I want a series dedicated to these people as they trained. I just want to watch them training. I want to see them getting better at it. I want to, like, initially they have to be really bad. It's a Karate Kid-esque thing, where Mr. Freeze is teaching them certain things and they don't even realize they're learning, but then all of a sudden they can skate, There's rivalries within the team of who's like going to get closest to Freeze. There might be like a Tanya Harding situation where someone, mid-season gets whacked because they're villains, right?
Yeah,
like,
no rules.
Taken out. But like, how did they get to the point where they are masters of skating to help Mr. Freeze? And it gives Arnold a chance in a nostalgic way to come back, drop some more amazing ice puns on us. Like, this is a franchise that's waiting to happen. So
I have 2 more, but my next one
hit me, please.
Is Oswald Cobblepot owns a bar and it's supervillain Cheers.
Oh, that's amazing. That's great. That's
you could just, and honestly, I think that this actually would just be really funny as like it. I think that they should keep Colin Farrell as the Penguin. He just owns a bar, and it's honestly just a web series, and it's just like alongside every DC property, like you just sort of have the villains come into the bar and like low-key like joke and make talk, and it could just be like updated as every single movie comes out. It's like part of the promo, and it's like, oh, I'm just dealing with Superman these days, and it's like Lex Luthor is getting drunk after hours with Penguin. You know what I mean? I just feel like that I think that'd be fun.
I would watch the heck out of that. I think that'd be amazing. All right, I'm out of pitches, so give me your wildest one. Give me the one you saved for the very end.
The one I say for the very end is the most I feel like the most random character. Just because like if we're doing Jimmy Olsen, who's a character that like truly like who the hell even knows who this is unless you were as obsessed with the Gail Simone episode of Justice League animated series as I was. It is about the Question, and it is an Agatha Christie style detective fiction, not noir. I mean, gentleman detective style, solving random mysteries, but annoying superheroes every single episode. He's just driving everyone insane. No one likes this man.
Oh, so it's not, because I immediately envisioned the Daniel Craig movies that they're making, that he makes with Ryan Johnson now. But he's like, people love that guy.
Well, this is the thing. It's that, but like, no one likes the Question. The Question is a conspiracy theorist nut job. Everyone thinks he's so annoying. And I think that's like the twist that makes it the Question. You know, it's like he's only right when he's being his like most absurd. But he's like wrong a lot. And I think that's a really funny spin on like the Agatha Christie style. Like he kind of, you know what I mean? I just think that that's funny.
Really cool. I'm down for an Agatha Christie style mystery any single time. So if you're going to involve superheroes in it. And you know what this proves to me, Sierra? The genre is so elastic that you could legitimately do almost all of these. Like supervillain Cheers is just, it's waiting to, you know, be written, essentially. It almost writes itself.
I'm writing it right now as we speak, you know, just for fun, fan fiction.
I mean, I think Zach Krieger, who did Weapons, when he was doing press for it, had an idea for like a Henchmen movie that involved like Joker and Harley. And, you know, so there's people who are thinking along these lines. I kind of love it.
I think, yeah, there's something fun about doing these obscure characters. And I just, you know, I think, hey, the budgets can reflect that. For the budget for every Superman movie, you could have like 10 low budget indie stuff that's under the brand. I'm just saying.
Maybe we talked ourselves into the Jimmy Olsen show working. I'm starting to come around.